What's up guys, welcome back to another Modern Warfare 2 video. In today's video we're going to be talking about a new recent leak that has come out. So there's some new leaks that dropped recently in the community, and this is thanks to the newest update for Vanguard and for Warzone, so people are able to data mine it, and every time they come up with a new update like this, there's always a ton of stuff in the game files that gets included with these updates, but doesn't actually go live. So a lot of the stuff is, stuff like it's meant to go live in like the next week or two, or, several weeks or whatever. But then, a lot of times stuff ends up getting added into these updates that isn't planned to go live for months or potentially even ever. I mean, like case in point is in Black Ops Cold War, there was an update to that where they added Ravenov as an operator, and they even added like a little intro cinematic for him. But then, of course, here we are like how many months later, and he's still not in the game. So it sounds like we may never even get that. And then they even went as far as to actually remove that from the game files, so people couldn't data mine it and couldn't find out any more information from it. They went and removed that. So sometimes they even go as that far. But then other times stuff will just still sit in the game code forever and never be used. So here we go. This is a new tweet coming from Realty UK. He puts out a tweet. He says, "New operators in the Vanguard update, unreleased, I assume." He says, "Raul Menendez, Gabriel Roark, Khaled Al-Assad, and Seraph." What? So, okay, I'm like gonna go over just a couple things first before we go in depth about all this stuff. Next up is he's posted a tweet. I can't actually show you guys this, unfortunately, of some rank icons, and this is from Modern Warfare 2. And now these rank icons, he's got the ranks icons here for levels 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 55. So it looks like 55 will be the max level, so it'll be like 55, and then whether we prestige or whatnot, it'll probably be the same, general prestige system kind of thing we had with, say, Cold War and with Vanguard. I'm assuming they're going to be following that same exact thing, but yeah, so we have that, as well as we have another leaker in the community, Earthbound. He posted a tweet following up to Realty UK's. He goes, "Cosmetic _ charm _ Al-Assad _ knife, cosmetic _ charm _ Menendez _ locket." So some new cosmetic charms added into the game. So we're going to be getting a knife for Al-Assad. I mean, there's not really a significance for that, I guess, but like the locket is obviously like a big significance for Menendez. That fits like his operator and his character perfectly. I mean, heck, that was even an operator mission we had back in like Black Ops 4 Blackout for him. It was actually kind of cool. You could find the locket, and that's how you unlocked his operator mission and were able to actually like unlock his character and stuff. It was honestly pretty cool. And then we had stuff from like a few weapons. We have the FN-2000, codename FNOV-2000, the EM-1, codenamed E-Mike-1, the K-Gun, codenamed K-Gun. It's a pistol, and he says, "I have zero idea what it is, LOL." As well as he also talked about the campaign early access. We talked about that in a video yesterday. And then he also just posted a bunch of strings and stuff of like Cortez now available, which is Modern Warfare 2 now available. We also have headquarters name, Call of Duty headquarters, and he goes, "This is how we know this is the headquarters blade." And then there's a thing for launch Call of Duty HQ. We also have codename Sticks for Warzone 2 is what it's being called in the actual game files as well. So this will be basically like the main menu of the game, when you like boot up Vanguard or Warzone or like Cold War, and it brings up the whole menu of, hey, like there's a section on there for pre-ordering Modern Warfare 2, there's the main game, whatever game you started up, as well as there's a blade on there for Warzone. It's gonna be the same thing right there. This next one is Warzone 2 now available, and he says obviously it's not available yet, it's just a string for later use. And then we also have Warzone _ Legacy, install pop-up title, install Warzone Legacy. He goes, looks like Warzone 1 will be called Warzone Legacy when Warzone 2 releases. And he goes, also another cool thing to note, Warzone 345 refers to Season 4 Reloaded, a string referring to campaign early access available now in Season 4 Reloaded. And then he posted a ton of stuff about like new upcoming bundles and stuff. I don't really care about those. I mean, if you guys want to see those bundles and see what's upcoming and stuff like that, you guys can do that for yourself, but personally, I mean, I've just never been interested in these unreleased bundles unless it's something cool, like, we just barely got the Terminator added into Vanguard. But yeah, if you guys want to check those out, then you can. I'll try and remember to put a link in the description about those. But yeah, kind of interesting. And then we also have a string in here: free with digital pre-order of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. The time has come to show our true strength with the Khaled Al-Assad Operator bundle. And then he posts up a follow-up tweet. Looks like the bundles for our rule Menendez, Roark, and Seraph have been left out of the Warzone files. And then goes, to clarify, Umbrella Academy, Al-Assad, and all bundles I have posted are Season 5 content, as well as Season 5 weapons are EX1, the EM1, and the RA225. There's also a melee weapon which has not been given a name. So, okay, here we go. Most important thing here that everyone cares about are these operators. So, let's go back to the list of the operators. We have Raul Menendez, Gabriel Roark, Khaled Al-Assad, and Seraph. So, the first one, Menendez. Menendez, of course, you know, obviously, if you played Black Ops 2, you know that he was the main antagonist of the Black Ops 2 campaign. A great villain in that game. I absolutely loved the Black Ops 2 storyline. Everything about that game was perfect. Anyways, this isn't a love letter to Black Ops 2. That'll be a separate video on the channel. But, yeah, I mean, interesting. We'll have an operator for him. That's pretty cool. But, I don't know. Interesting. He's a really cool character. Next up, we have Gabriel Roark. Now, he is the main antagonist for the follow-up game after Black Ops 2 for Call of Duty Ghosts, which, you know, cool, but I think he's less memorable than Menendez. Menendez is definitely a lot cooler of a villain, but still interesting nonetheless. And then we also had Khaled Al-Assad, which Al-Assad was the main antagonist, main villain guy, basically from Call of Duty 4, you know, the original one back in 2007. And then we have Seraph, which we're like, Seraph? Are we talking like the Black Ops 3 and 4 operator? Seraph? Like the multiplayer operator? Because Seraph, like that's the only person in Call of Duty like named Seraph. You know, that's the operator where they had the Annihilator, you know, had the golden gun pistol. Really cool though, but I'm just like, what? Like, all the rest of these make sense. Okay, it's like we have, you know, the main antagonist for Black Ops 2, Ghosts, Call of Duty 4, and then Seraph. We just have some random Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 multiplayer operator, which, you know, case in point with like the Black Ops 3 multiplayer and Black Ops 4 multiplayers, it's kind of integrated into the storyline or whatever. Like Black Ops 4 didn't have a campaign, it kind of had one, whatever. Anyways, it's kind of a whole thing. But still, I don't know. It's interesting though, and yeah, I mean, like I said, the rest of these people make sense. But personally, what I find interesting is I'm like, all this is showing up in an update for Vanguard. Now, he said that, you know, like Al-Assad and these people here, all these operators, they're not showing up in a bundle for Warzone, which I thought was interesting. I was like, what do you mean it's not showing up in Warzone? Like, Menendez, Roark, and Seraph have been left out of the Warzone files. So I'm like, why were they left out of Warzone, but they're going to be available within Vanguard? Like, to me, that's so strange. I mean, I guess it's no stranger than them adding in the Terminator into Vanguard, because, I mean, Vanguard's a World War II game, and here we have, you know, like an 80s action hero character being added in, which, honestly, a lot of people said they're like, this would have fit way more within Black Ops Cold War, but of course, you know, at this point, Activision, you know, isn't about that. They're not about supporting Black Ops Cold War, they're about supporting Vanguard at any means necessary. So if that means adding a character that would have fit perfectly in Cold War, but instead into Vanguard, and, you know, adding an 80s character into a game set, you know, in World War II, that's fine. So at this point, you know, it doesn't seem all that strange. I mean, dude, they even had Snoop Dogg, so I guess it's whatever at this point, you know, like, realism be damned. But yeah, I mean, the rest of these characters and these operators are going to be added into Vanguard. Interesting. And like with the Al-Assad one, we're going to be getting it for pre-ordering Modern Warfare 2. But like I said, I mean, just very interesting. People have posted theories and stuff about this, how they're going to include these characters or whatever, and, you know, how they're going to tie into, like, the whole overarching storyline, because, of course, we now know that with, you know, the recent, like, Warzone integrations and stuff, it means that the Black Ops universe is connected to the Modern Warfare universe, as well as Vanguard is now connected to it. So basically, every Call of Duty campaign, every Call of Duty game is connected in one way or another through Warzone or whatever else. Like, you know, I personally think they're trying too hard with it. I disagree with it. I think that, you know, they should have separate universes, but whatever, Activision's trying to retcon everything and bring Black Ops 2 to be in the exact same universe as Modern Warfare 2019 and, you know, Modern Warfare 3 and such. So, I don't know. It's weird, but if that's the case, then it sounds like they might be bringing Call of Duty Ghosts into the fold, so to speak, you know, and bringing it in and canonizing it within this new storyline overarching thing. But like I said, kind of interesting. I mean, it makes sense. Okay, we got Black Ops 2, we got Ghost, we got COD 4 villains, and then we have Seraph. So, I don't know, cool, I guess. I mean, it is what it is, but yeah, I mean, Seraph is a cool operator, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like, you could have had so many other people in there. I guess maybe they couldn't have gotten Jonathan Irons for Advanced Warfare. They couldn't have put him in there because, Kevin Spacey or whatever. They would have had to license, his likeness again, probably. So it's probably why they couldn't do an Advanced Warfare 1, or probably the same thing with, like, Infinite Warfare characters with Conor McGregor or with Kit Harington, stuff like that, too. So probably my guess there, but I think it's just so interesting that for, like, the recent Black Ops games 3 and 4, they chose Seraph. But, oh well, it is what it is, so no sense in getting, upset or confused or whatever about it. We'll just have to see and wait and, like, see what happens here, because, I mean, who knows, maybe this won't even be added into the game and be playable. Like I said, maybe it'll be another situation like we had with the Ravenov bundle, where it gets added to the game files and there's literally, like, a video for him of, like, the character introduction and stuff and, like, finishing moves, but then it just gets removed. Like, it gets data mined, gets shown throughout the community, and then gets removed from the game files altogether, and there's no word that it'll potentially even ever come out. So it's like, huh? So who's to say that, the same thing doesn't happen? Although I would say that, the most likely one here would be Al-Assad, because there is text strings about that for Al-Assad for being like a pre-order bonus for Modern Warfare 2. So that's going to do it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments down below. If you guys are new around here, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, as well as give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.